Hello, hi, good morning to all of you, my YouTube followers and YouTube viewers in the future. Before I continue further, I have to say that, I am being flanked by two men on either side. Tom Ford, the perfume, which I picked up in Munich Airport Transit, and Ralph Lauren, the dress. Ralph Lauren had these amazing outfits, and all of a sudden, now in this, it's a closed store in the Hudson's Bay. He came out with a few duds, really. But I have the good ones. So, they cost me a penny, but there you go. So, and before I continue further, as a graduate of chemical engineering 3 times over, I have this bracelet, graduate, and yeah. And a very rare thing for me in the past 1.5 years, I have foundation on, Estee Lauder foundation. Nobody does it like Estee Lauder. Anyways, so on to differential calculus. Everybody watch game one. Who won? Montreal Canadiens against, they're a formidable team though. The Carolina Hurricanes, the Canes against the Canadians. They have, my husband kept emphasizing 8-0 record in the playoffs. I mean, nobody's beaten them. So, that bet kind of changed yesterday. anyways, I rejoice when they win. Yeah, rejoice when we win. Now, Canadians, Montreal Canadians. So, anyways, first, linear second order ODs. All right, I'm considering linear second order ODs for this. And look what Sir Isaac Newton got me. All right, I'm going to erase this quickly. And you all, in the meantime, watch your videos unless you remember the game yesterday. There's only the first 2 goals on the internet, and we'll keep Sir Isaac Newton. And this much should. Oh my God! Unless you erase it immediately, they don't want to go. Albert Einstein and the others. All right. Take a red pen, red marker. Linear second order ODEs. You all know what linear second order ODEs are. So d squared by dx squared plus dy by dx plus y is equal to function of x. All right, we are choosing red, Montreal Canadiens. Y equals f of x. So this is a linear second order ODE, non-homogeneous, and with no coefficients. So y would be the length of the hockey rink, x would be the width of the hockey rink, and we leave it at this. And then, so you have to skate lengthwise and breadthwise to score goals, all right, or to stay in the game. If PDE, we have the heat equation, del U by del T is equal to K del square U by del X squared. I change this to Y, considering the lengthwise U, but U, I'll come to it. So considering these equations, so first I considered U to be Y, the lengthwise, because the PD, I didn't show you. So that's the ODE, this is the PD, the heat equation with K. K is the thermal diffusivity and the heat equation with 0 temperature at finite end. I'm applying this to the hockey game we saw yesterday. as I'm doing the linear second order ODE. So first I considered u to be y and a function of x, because y has to be dependent on the width, the length has to be dependent on the width, otherwise it's meaningless, the game of hockey, and or dependent on x. And I found y is equal to 80 feet, I think. Yeah, 80 feet or 60.96 meter or 200 feet. Sorry. Y equals 200 feet, x equals 85 feet, and y equals 60.96 meter, x equals 25.908 meter. So considering this, and to the interested graduate student of mathematics, engineering mathematics, this is you prove this watching all videos, all games, all goals, and see if this matches, because math never lies. There's always truth to math. So let's see, the left has another bracelet. So left so just substituting a numerical solution, it that's just the y by x. So you have 63.40376, and for the linear second order ODE, and you would watch the two goals roughly. You see the three shots. So this is the second order, the first order, and the y all add up to 63.430376. Roughly, both the goals measure add up to so much. This is a moment of revelation for all of us engineering students also, that mathematics is such a powerful tool, engineering mathematics or mathematics students. And then so the k goes, so substituting, going on to the PDE, partial differential equation, substituting u equals y, I found k Keynes is equal to 1.99 and k Canadians equals 4.8, because time that they scored later, I needed to, you actually need, you will get an accurate result with the exact length of the goal score, the play leading to the goal, and that would facilitate better proof for mathematical equations. So u of xy, all right, going back to u of xy, it's a goal scoring function, all right. So same equation, PDE, looking again. So if I were to consider u and k1 and k2, etc., u would get cancelled out in both the equations. So I did not do that. I resorted to analyzing. All right, k is the puck's ability to hit the net. U1 and U2, or U Canadians and U Keynes, become meaningless when facing the puck's ability to hit the net. The goalie has some say on the goal scoring function. So goal scoring function has no value. K has a value. If you consider U to be Y, you can find a value for K. And, which is also not wrong, because U can be Y. Goal scoring function is dependent on Y. And there's only Y involved. I remember I looked at the Sturm-Liouville problem last summer or 2 summers ago. And last summer, I think, last spring, because NHL gets done. So last spring, and Sturm-Liouville problem said that only when you're going only the forward, Wayne Gretzky drive, nobody skating faster than all the others on both the teams, he gets the goal. So that there, X does not come into picture. But yesterday there was a goal where Y came in, the forward, but he again scored off a rebound, I think, if I remember correctly. So that was that gives you a lot of thought to think how important a goalie is, because he doesn't have the glamorous game, right? I mean, he's not scoring goals, he's stopping goals, and you get irritated many a time. Defense, you want them to score goals, because he's a defenseman, and so this shows you the goal scoring function has no value at all. If the puck the puck's ability to hit the net is any value. So if for interested engineering mathematics students or mathematics students, there's a whole set of NSL games out there, and you prove the linear second order ODE, watching all the goals except the forwards. All right, Wayne Gretzky's the drive to the goal net will not pick up. All right, signing out. Go Habs. Gayatri Visitaram from my YouTube webpage. Thank you.